Hi, I'm David Weegenaar. Welcome to my YouTube chess channel. Today's date is 5 April 2018. Here is a game I played this morning on chess.com. My opponent is from the United States. This is a 5-minute game and I've entitled it Chess, Weegs, Pawn, Storm, F4, the bird's opening, D5. One of the main moves against the birds is D5. Another one is 1E5 and D6 thereafter. So D5. Now both players have reflected each other's position, although white is of course move ahead. Until now, I've played now bishop e7 instead of bishop d6, queen e2, c5. What is black's threat here? Winning material. So the threat is this move here, c4, and this would win a piece for 2 pawns. Now we have a stone wall sort of set up for white, or a collie, C-O-L-L-E. So it's quite knotted up and that sort of thing. Good for knights. Now this is a kind of a waste of a move really, unless white plays something silly like this. Then it's not a waste of a move. But G3, because white's already shown their intention, David, of castling on the long side. So they're bringing their forces over to my king side, which is where my king is, of course. And so it's sort of like neither here nor there, this move for black. Castling long now. Bishop D7. King B1, a move that's common when any player castles long. It actually is a move that has to be played sooner or later, is King B1 or King B8. And by the way, if some player castles long, they actually are saying to their opponent they believe that they have the initiative. Well, that's what I understand it to mean. Now here we've got B5, sort of like a careless pawn move, I say, because I can just lose this pawn to my opponent by bishop B5. But if my opponent plays bishop E5, I'm going to have a nice situation for my rooks on this half open file, and queen, and that sort of thing. Okay, so that's why my opponent didn't play this. H3. So white is planning to launch their pawns on the king side. I go C4, and I don't want to have anything stand in my way. I just keep on keeping on. So now I can lose a pawn, and I do, but I don't really mind. And here, queen b6, it looks like I'm just wanting to win my pawn back. Maybe, but it's not exactly what I have in mind. I'm not really worried about this pawn at the moment. All I'm not worried about is putting my rook here and this rook to double up, or maybe stay there and have a bishop on d3 via b5 and d3, which it can go to straight away after queen b6. So queen e1, now play bishop b5, because this is my bad bishop because of these 3 pawns here primarily. So this is my bad bishop, this is my good bishop. Bishop c3, bishop d3. Now black could be met by bishop here now, no real problem, and I would probably just play queen here, and if bishop takes, bishop c5 here or bishop here, it would not worry me because I have got this move if I want, which looks quite nice for black, but also I have what actually occurs in the game. So I start to pile up on the bishop on c3, and it's hard for black to be stopped really. Rook h2, maybe not the best move in the world. Queen b5. f5, here comes black's opponent on the king side of black. So, but I just ignore it. I go rook a c8, doubling the rooks. Now bishop d4, rook c2 check. Now what would happen if there were two or so ways for white to go wrong here? What would happen if king a3? What's the nice variation for white to meet here? Here, queen here, no, bishop takes queen. Here, maybe, that's a possibility. Well, here's quite good, that looks quite good for black. Queen a6 checkmate. But the one I'm pointing to primarily is this one, checkmate. So king a1, now take the b pawn back, and now play bishop c3. And here my opponent started to play sadly really, because my opponent started to offer me draws. I had about several draw offers while they started to lose on time. But they eventually played this and I just went queen b3, and there's no way other than this for white to prevent queen a2 checkmate. So if bishop here, then just a range of moves. One of them could be depending on how I feel about my opponent, checkmate, because it's check with the rook and the bishop simultaneously, because we are talking about an American player here. So here there's nothing that can be done about black's forthcoming checkmate. Even if this happens, it's no real point, because a rook a2 checkmate or queen a2 checkmate. Okay, that is the end of my session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on The Muppet Show. Thank you very much. I do appreciate people viewing. Thank you.